Yeah, Dr. Teichner, you gave us an impressive keynote speech about future possibilities of almost everything in the electronic world. So you addressed large screens, small mobile devices, the connection to the internet, the connection to broadband. And what do you think is the most important item of this?
I think it will become more and more important to have the right user interfaces developed.
Yeah.
Since all the complexity that people are exposed now to is great. It's great to have. It's great to have all the choices. But it becomes more and more important to just understand where do I find what I'm looking for. So user interfaces have to help it. And those are under development. I've seen great examples. Companies doing a great job. And manufacturers also have to improve their user interfaces so that people actually know what they find and where they find it.
And that they find it easily, without,
and that they find it easily.
Having a study first to become experts.
And nobody wants to read manuals anymore, obviously,
yeah.
So everything has to be intuitive.
Okay. But I also understood that, against several rumors, that television is not dead. The television receiver is not dead, but it may be, what I understood, the center of the home in the future, for the big screen at least.
Yeah, the size matters, as everybody says, and the TV screens have the biggest sizes of all, and they are usually in the center of life. That's where a family can group around, and that's where it's easy. Still, most people just expect that they will be entertained when they sit in front of the big screen, whereas everything else is more like I have to do something, I have to find, and I need to know where and so forth. On the TV, you just expect it. It's easy and it's convenient. But again, it's a matter of the TV makers to understand that better. We have all understood that we need to do media engines. We all have to understand that this is not a simple receiver anymore as it used to be. This is more than just the receiver. This is the machine. But people don't want to have a machine. They want to have a big screen, and that's the window to the world, and that's where it all should be very convenient and very easy.
Okay. But what is your idea on future broadcast, terrestrial broadcast? We have satellite, we have now glass fiber to the home, and cable, normal cable. Do you think that there's a future for terrestrial broadcast?
I think so, since as much as there's competition between the different transport media and between even LTE and broadcast now, it's competition on spectrum. But at the same time, it's also a matter of which business model works where. And all of this can be coexistence. There are many reasons why terrestrial broadcast still makes a lot of sense, especially in remote areas. Okay. And satellite makes sense and will continue to have its life. At the same time, obviously, IP as the delivery medium and as the way to just make choices and programming available and be directional, obviously. All of this will prevail and it will go forward.
Yeah. Okay, may I ask a last question? You have lived and worked for a long time in America, but also Europe. And do you think there is much difference in the developments and the scenarios in Europe and the US?
As a European, would say we were much faster in developing standards for mobile. We developed OFDM, as you very well know, and OFDM has really become the key to a lot of advanced technologies. At the same time, a lot of business models have been developed, and what I'm looking at here, especially in the US now, is companies that have understood much better of what's actually needed in terms of making programming choice available. And it's all driven by the content. It's all driven by what Hollywood makes available, what the music industry makes available, and so forth. So the story of what you can deliver and how you deliver it and how people actually find it, that story comes more from the US right now. So it's interesting worlds.
Okay, thank you very much, and also thank you very much again for the fantastic keynote speech you gave us here.
Thank you. Great pleasure.